Hey everybody, it's Colin. Hope everybody's having an outstanding day. Guess what? Today is Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all my fellow subscribers out there. Hope you had a nice one. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays or whatever you celebrate. Enjoy it. Hopefully it's a very relaxing day for you. However, I am filming this a couple days before Christmas, and can you believe this stuff? It is, I gotta put this on and not hit the kill switch, 65 degrees. That's unheard of in December, but I'm not going to complain. And again, I'm not rubbing salt to my Canadian and Northern friends. I'm not. This video is actually going to be a quick topic about winterizing. You know, I stopped winterizing my bike about 3 years ago. I used to winterize it all the time. Now, I live in a climate. I live in Maryland, for those of you who don't know that. And the climate here, now I'm kind of on the southern end. So while it gets cold, like during the winter, 20s, 30s, 40s, depending on the month, there are some stretches. But then there's days like today. There's days like in December where I could count, I think there were 5 or 6 days in December where it was in the 60s. One day I think it actually hit 70. That's unheard of. That's amazing. So over the years that I've kind of just slowed down on winterizing. Actually, I just stopped. And I'll tell you the reason why. And it's not, you know, before I even get started on this, there's people out there that want to break out the freaking measuring stick, and that's basically a barometer of how much of a rider you are. Just stop it. That's not true. If you ride in the winter, cool. If you don't, cool too, right? So everybody rides their own right. So don't bust balls over people like talking about that they winterize their bike, because some people have to, and you know, it is what it is. But when I was really young, this is why I kind of stopped, or why I used to always winterize my bike. When I was really young, I got in a skiing accident. It was when I was in college. And when I was waiting for the snowmobile to come pick me up, because I broke my hand in 5 spots. My entire left hand was basically shattered. I got frostbite because I was up there waiting for the snowmobile for like, I don't know, like 25, 30, 40 minutes. And by the time I got down, my left hand was completely numb. I ended up getting frostbite. It was a mild form, but regardless, it still affects me today. So it's kind of wild that if I ride in the cold weather, after probably about 20 or 30 minutes, now again, this was, right now I have heated grips, but I'll get into that in a second, my hands will turn completely yellow, well, at least the fingertips will, and they become so painful I can't even ride. It's hard to even squeeze the grip. So a couple of years ago, I'll tell a quick story. A couple of years ago, I was going to a meeting, and this was after I basically said I'm going to continue to ride throughout the wintertime. Now, I don't ride a lot. I just probably like here and there, but I'm not putting up the bike permanently. Anyway, so I had a meeting down in DC, and then I remember the weather forecast was calling to say it was supposed to be in the 50s and 60s. Well, anyway, so I ended up going, and life was good going up there, no issues. But then the meeting ran late, and I didn't get out of there at almost 6 o'clock at night. And by the time I got it, the temperature had dropped to almost 30 degrees. Now, if I would have rode during the day, it would have probably been in the 50s, and I would have been fine. But this was preheated grips. So finally, after probably like 30 or 40 minutes of riding, and I'm about an hour and a half from DC, give or take. So after about 34 minutes of riding, my hands were so frozen. I had to pull over to a gas station. I pulled over to a gas station. I don't know. I got to figure out where the hell I am. So I'm turning right here. Hopefully this is the right road. And I had to actually thaw my hands out for like 45 minutes to an hour. I just sit inside of I think it was a Shell gas station or something, that I was just chilling out, sitting in there, and the guy, the cashier, kept looking at me. I'm like, dude, I got to warm up, because I was so, and it was just my hands. It was just my hands. So that's why I don't ride long distances in the winter months. Now, I'll do like short rides. I'll do like 15 mile, 20 mile. I can handle that. And especially now with the heated grips, that helps a lot. Even long trips, though, I cannot do with the heated grips when it's that cold. When it gets below like 30 or 40, and then it kind of like does me in, and I don't want to do that shit. So I don't, you know, I enjoy a pain-free riding experience, and, you know, so, but I wanted to get your guys' take. If you guys each year, you kind of push the limits more on winterizing. You know, do you go more into later months, more into, like, I know obviously people in Canada are starting in July because it gets really cold there. Okay, not July, it was August. My friend Bodine 52, he lives in Michigan. I know he's already put up his bike for the winter. you know, but people like me where I don't have to necessarily do that, you know, obviously we're very envious of our southern friends, you know, we got the Florida folks, Texas, Southern California, Arizona. You guys don't have to do that as much as we do. But regardless, I just wanted to get your guys' take. And if you winterize your bike, if you put it away, because I'm going to continue not to do it. I'm going to try to at least ride at least twice a month, get the bike out, get it running, do a quick jaunt around my area, just enjoy two wheels, because I really don't want to wait 2 to 3 months before I get on this thing. So let me know your thoughts below. Again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays as well. Now get out there and ride if you can. Otherwise, for our Canadian and Northern friends, you might have a couple more months, hopefully not too much longer. Be well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.